Hi there folks, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson. Thanks for joining me on That's My Farm. This morning on That's My Farm, we're going to go to Leavenworth, Kansas, and we're going to visit with Joe Lambert of Lambert Farms. Joe's a fifth generation Lambert to be here on this farm. In 1877, the Lambert Farm started as a subsistence business, but has over the years developed into more of an agritourism type business. Come with me on a tour today as we visit the Lambert's ranch, understand more about their pumpkin patch, the beef cattle operation, and we'll even take a tour of a 1900s area salt box style barn.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Hey, thanks for joining me this morning on That's My Farm and our tour of Lambert Farms outside of Leavenworth, Kansas. Come with us on a tour this morning to see how this business has evolved from a subsistence business to more of an agritourism business, and how Joe lovingly renovated the barn from the 1900s.
Hi, I'm Joseph Lambert of the Lambert Farms. I have this farm that's been in our family since 1877. It was Merle's and Roseman Lambert, and they established it. Dad and his dad dairied for roughly 95 years, and then we dairied and we quit in 1995, and now we have a pumpkin patch for about 10 years. This is our 10th anniversary. 2010, we started restoring the barn. We're on the National Registry. We're also on the Kansas Registry also. This barn behind me is the one that we restored at that time. We also are in the process of restoring a second barn. And we use this barn behind me for weddings and birthday parties and other functions. And we have school groups come out, church groups, and other things like that. My daughter, my son, and I run the pumpkin patch and stuff. On weekends we're open for everybody, but we do have school groups and stuff like that come and stuff like that. We do have miniature donkeys and miniature horse, some of the two jennies, and a potbelly pig, a teacup potbelly pig. We also have a grass-fed beef herd. We also do hay. That's one of our incomes also off the farm. We do 4 farmers markets. One of the markets is on the farm. It's on Friday nights. We have some local vendors coming in, stuff like that. To restore the barn, it took us 18 months to get that barn restored. We have 108 acres that was originally purchased by my great-grandfather. We added about 15 acres to that. That's where I live off that. It does connect to the farm. This tractor I'm standing by was actually purchased by my dad and his dad. I'm not for sure the year, but they kept it down and they waxed it up for him, and they had it in one of the parades. Since this is our 10th anniversary, we've added roughly 10 things to the farm, 10 new attractions, I guess I should say. We got like a tire tunnel, we got a playground set, we got like a little sandbox, a corn bin area, and just things like that. My kids do help me on the farm. My daughter is kind of in charge of my commercial kitchen, and she's the one that runs the concession stand. And my son helps me do the hay, and he helps us drive the tractor and the train and stuff like that.
Stay tuned to learn more about the commercial cow operation here at Lambert Farms near Leavenworth, Kansas.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484.
This hog is Hanover hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
At Wildcat Feeds, the only feed that matters is yours. We'll help you manage your feed costs with our custom blended nutrition. For more information, visit us online at wildcatfeeds.com and call us today for our current mineral specials.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you down the road.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Hey, welcome back to That's My Farm and our tour of Lambert Farms outside of Leavenworth, Kansas. In this segment, we're going to learn how Joe maintains a small cow herd and why he keeps them grass-fed and hormone-free.
Welcome back to the Lambert Farms. We're going to talk about my grass-fed beef. And my grass-fed beef are hormone-free and they are raised on grass. In the wintertime, we feed them hay that we put up during the summertime. We put them out there on the open pasture along the road, and also they use we have a maize for the pumpkin patch that's made out of big round bales, and they eat that. We used to sell them at auctions. We don't do that anymore. We sell them through at the farmers markets, and also we sell them off the farm during pumpkin patch season or whenever. I was raised on grass-fed beef. I've never known anything different, and I guess now we're kind of I hate to use the word niche market, but lots of people kind of looking for this kind of beef. They're omega-3. Omega-3 is like a fish. It is a cancer fighter, and I didn't know that, but it is good for you. We sell a lot of it. I could sell more if I had it, and I would like to get with somebody else, but I just can't at this time. Proud of everything we have, from my pumpkins to my barn to my cattle, everything we have. I won't mislead anybody on anything we have. You know, I will stand behind everything. And that's what we do here. And this is a family-owned operation, and it's been in my name since 1877. And my kids hopefully will take it over. And my wife and I have worked hard on keeping this going. And my kids are hopefully going to take it over. And I could have spanned on things, but I got so many irons in the fire and everything that I think that we got too much going on. So I think we're just going to focus on just what we do and just do it well.
Hey, stay tuned to That's My Farm to see how the Lamberts have maintained their beautifully renovated barn.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
This tip brought to you by Baytril 100 Enrofloxacin Injectable, now approved for use in controlling BRD in high-risk cattle. Baytril 100, right the first time, whether it's controlling BRD in high-risk cattle or treating BRD.
Hi there folks, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and this week's On the Farm Tip, sponsored by Bear Animal Health, focuses on low-stress cattle handling of sick cattle. When a calf is identified with bovine respiratory disease in its home pen, we have to move it to the hospital. Those animals should not be run or stirred up as they're sick with a respiratory disease. If they get to the hospital pen system and we're going to have a delay before we doctor them, be sure to give those animals shade, water, and a little bit of hay. Now, when we move those animals through our system, through the tub, it's important not to mix larger animals with smaller animals, as those animals can become trampled or get pinned underneath the large animals, and the outcome's not good. Low-stress cattle handling, early disease identification, all of these things are important to assure animal health. This is your On the Farm Tip from Bear Animal Health, and I'll see you down the road.
Tallgrass Commodities offers producers bulk commodities at a reasonable price with reliable service throughout the whole Midwest. To find out more about Tallgrass Commodities, visit tallgrass.us or call 785-494-8484.
Welcome to the Topeka room of the Shawnee County Public Library. This room is dedicated to local history, local authors, Kansas history, and is just a treasure trove of information and good literature. I'm Deb Beisel, your co-host for Around Kansas, and I'm very proud to be part of this room in many ways. I want to point out a few of the works that I have here. One of them is the Civil War in Kansas, which just came out last year, and that's an overview of the 10 years of turmoil that divided Kansas and Missouri. The Day Dixie Died, written with Tom Goodrich, is the aftermath of the Civil War in the South, and it's a pretty depressing book, honestly, but it's very good history and very little-known history. Likewise, The Darkest Dawn was the aftermath and the impact of the Lincoln assassination on the country. It's a very important book. I'm real pleased to have been part of that. Kansas Forts and Bases just came out earlier this year, and my co-author was my good friend Michelle Martin. And that's not just how big these bases were or how long they lasted. It's the stories of the people who served there and continue to serve today. So please come to visit the library, stop in the Topeka room, pick up one of these, or you may find those at any of your local book outlets or online, of course. And you can find me on Facebook. I'd be happy to visit with you some more.
Roy Fry Western Lifestyles brings the cowboy or cowgirl out in all of us. With a huge selection of must-have items, it doesn't matter if you're shopping for your horse, picking up some Western accessories to add that rustic charm to your home, or simply treating yourself. The knowledge and expertise to dress you your Western best is right here at Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, Highway 24 and Kansas Avenue in Topeka.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Hey there, welcome back to That's My Farm. In this segment, we're going to get an up-close and personal tour of the 1900s renovated barn that Joe Lambert has done here on Lambert Farm outside of Leavenworth. This barn is now used for wedding receptions, for parties, and many other social events. Heck, it even hosts a farmer's market on Fridays during the right season.
Welcome back to the Lambert Farms. Right now we're inside of my this one barn that we restored. This barn originally was built in 1905, and the back part was built 1910, 1920. This barn has a tack room over here. We have a horse stalls in the back. This barn originally was used for horses. At one time, it was told that there were over 38 horses inside this barn. Barn is what they call a salt box barn. Salt box barn is when one side of the roof is actually longer than the other side of the roof, and they use that. They would catch the rainwater. Both my barns are that way, and it would go into a cistern, and we would water our cattle. And actually, I did that when I was younger, and that's a Pennsylvania Dutch did that. And the reason we restored it, the barn was in such bad shape, we were going to push it over or we were going to restore the whole thing. And I didn't want to push it over, so we went ahead and restored it. At that time, we had a pumpkin patch for 8 years, and we thought it would be a good thing for us to go ahead. We had people interested in the barn for different things and stuff, and so we thought we would take the plunge and go ahead and restore the barn. The company that restored it is a natural breeze from Lawrence, Kansas. It was an 18-month process, and we did not get any grants or anything for this barn. However, saying that, we did get rewarded a little money for my second barn, and we're in the process of restoring it. To restore the barn, we had to take it down all the way down to the stonework, and we went in everything. The whole barn was touched except my hay barn doors upstairs. The roof out of line, they had to do everything, and my contractor said it was like putting in a barn inside of a barn. And upstairs we have the original staircase. We haven't used them, but we still have them in. And upstairs is the old hayloft, obviously, but we use that for like weddings and parties and things like that. We had some weddings last year, and we have some this year. So if you're interested, you can go to my website and just check us out.
Stay tuned to learn more about the Lambert Farm and specifically about their pumpkin patch and other family-friendly events that can be done right here on the Lambert Farm outside of Leavenworth, Kansas.
And now here's another gardening tip with Dave Jackson.
The secret to a dark green, lush, healthy lawn begins with testing your soil for proper pH and fertility, planting high-quality weed-free seed, and applying the correct fertilizers and herbicides at the proper time. Let Jackson's and Fertilome products help you succeed with your lawn.
Our Tri-Power Turf Type Fescue is 100% weed-free and on sale now. Stop in for answers to all your lawn questions and get a great deal on our Tri-Power and new lawn starter.
At Wildcat Feeds, the only feed that matters is yours. We'll help you manage your feed costs with our custom blended nutrition. For more information, visit us online at wildcatfeeds.com and call us today for our current mineral specials.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine is a leader in food animal research and education. Our researchers are constantly expanding the knowledge of animal health and food safety. Through the Veterinary Health Center and the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Lab, we provide practical services for animal producers. Home of the Beef Cattle Institute, the college is committed to animal welfare training and research. The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine, knowledge and service for the future of animal production.
Welcome to the Topeka room of the Shawnee County Public Library. If there's anything I love better than researching and writing about history, it's sharing it with people. I've spoken to hundreds of groups throughout the nation on C-SPAN, on numerous documentaries, on different channels, and the sharing of your incredible history gives me so much pleasure, and I'd love to come and visit your group and share that with you. You can find me on Facebook. You can drop me an email, debbeisel@yahoo.com. You might even come in here to the library, and I'm sure they will always know where to find me.
This is the fast track to more jobs and America's energy independence. Advanced performance is here, now. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
I'm Dennis Tebow. My wife and I, Kathy, are the owners of Wolf Creek Cattle Company. We have grown to approximately 70 bulls.
I'm Reese Arnold. I'm the livestock manager at Wolf Creek Cattle Company. You know, these are not just like normal cattle. These cattle, they're hauled anywhere from, 8 to 10 hours a day across the United States and asked to perform. The Multi-Man 90 keeps them kind of level. It maintains and balances their system. The stress level is less when, when everything's right and working right, then they're working right.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities. Big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Hey there, welcome back to our tour of That's My Farm on the Lambert Farm outside of Leavenworth, Kansas. We're going to talk to Joe Lambert about the pumpkin patch that they have in the fall and the campfire and the chuck wagon rides that people can enjoy as a family event from April through November.
Welcome back to Lamborn Farm. And this part we're going to talk about the pumpkin patch. Like I said before, we've been doing this for 10 years. We started the pumpkin patch 10 years ago. I was unemployed, and so we decided to do a different crop, and so we decided to do pumpkins. It's kind of a fun crop. We went to a different patch. I saw lots of people there and everything, and I thought it'd be easy. It's not as easy as it looked, but we've been struggling through the years and everything, and we're still there. We're still hanging in there and everything, and we do have our pumpkins here and everything. In addition to that, we've added things over the years, like our campfires, and our campfires are down there by a pond. We provide different things for that, things for when people come to the farm. Different things like a tire tunnel and stuff like that. Animals that are animals and stuff like that, for kids of all ages to kind of get to know the animals and things like that. We do have a little train made out of water barrels, and people just love that. My first birthday party, they came because of the little girl who was 3 years old and she liked my train. So they came for that. We've now taken that train off site, and we've taken it to other festivals and everything else. And so it's got its own name or whatever. We have about 12 to 14 different varieties of pumpkins that we grow. We plant them in early, probably late spring, and we fertilize them, and we take fairly good care of them. And what I mean by that is you can't really spray them after they come out. They need a lot of fertilizer because they use a lot of fertilizer. And so we do that. But this year, for the most part, we have a lot of rain. We are really close to Lansing. We're just a mile and a half from Highway 73. And I think that's why people come here. And I've gone to Agriculture Hall of Fame for different events they have, and people don't realize how close I am. And we're real close to Fort Leavenworth and Topeka and Lawrence. And that's the tour on the Lamborn Farm, my little pumpkin patch, and that's my farm.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning on That's My Farm and our tour of the Lambert Farm outside of Leavenworth, Kansas. We'd like to give a special thanks to Joe Lambert, a fifth-generation Lambert here on the Lambert Farm outside of Leavenworth, Kansas, for giving us such a great, hospitable tour. If you want to know more about That's My Farm or see this episode or other episodes, you can go to our archives, www.agaminkansas.com. I'm Dr. Dan Thompson. Thanks for joining me this morning, and I'll see you down the road.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.